Right, so we continue with question 3. So question 3, they're saying a random variable x has a normal distribution with mean 30 and a standard deviation of 5. So this is not 6, guys. This is a symbol called sigma. Okay, it represents the standard deviation. Right, so that's what we have. And then they're saying the random variable x actually represents the amount of kilograms an individual can lose after exercising for 1 hour daily. Okay, so A, find the probability that this individual will lose less than 39 kgs. So this is the probability that X is less than 39. Okay, so we can convert these to the Z values to just be P X minus the mean divided by standard deviation less than 39 minus the mean, which is 30, divided by 5. So this will be the probability that Z is less than, okay, so this will be 9/5. What will this give us now as a decimal? This will be the probability that Z is less than 1.8. Okay, let me just punch that into the calculator. So that would be 9 divided by 5, which is 1.8. Yes. So we're finding the probability that Z is less than 1.8. Okay, so let's go to your Z score. So 1.8, it means we're finding the 1.8 on the column and then the 0.0 on the rows. So 1.8, it is here. And then the 0.0, it is there. So to be this answer here. So the probability that Z is less than 1.8 would just be, okay, so this here will just be 0.9641. So this is the probability that an individual will lose less than 39 kilograms. All right, so let's look at B. So B, let me just write my mean and then my standard deviation 5. Okay, so B, they're saying the probability that an individual, okay, the probability that an individual will lose less than D after exercising is 0.1151. Find the value of this D. Okay, so let's find the value of D. So if we convert this to the Z score, this one becomes the Z less than, this will be D minus 30/5 is equals to 0.1151. So the probability that Z is less than this value here, okay, this value here is equals to this. So how do we find the value of D? So we go on the Z score and search for this probability. Once we find this probability, we go up to get the value in the rows, and then we go to the left to get the value in the column. Then we add these two values, okay? They are going to be equals to this value. All right, so let's do that. So if I go here, okay, so I'm looking for what probability? The probability that I'm looking for is 0.1151. Okay, so now I notice that on this table of mine, because this is showing the probabilities to the left of this Z, okay, I won't find 0.115 anywhere. Okay, so it means I have to use the other table where I have the negative values. Okay, so the other table is here. So if we can use this table, okay, we can now look for 0.1151. Okay, so 0.1151, where is it? So 11151, 0.1151. So here I found the, okay, not this one. Okay, 0.1151. Okay, so 0.1151 is this value here. Okay, so I found it. So now I need to find the Z score. So I'll go up to get the value in the rows, which is just 0. Then I go left to get the value, which is just minus 1.2. So minus 1.2 plus this, it's just going to be minus 1.2. So it means this here the d minus 30 over 5 is equals to minus 1.2. Okay, so it will be d minus 30 is equals to 5 multiplied by this. Right, so let me multiply that. So 5 multiplied by minus 1.2, I'm going to get 6, which is a minus. So d will be equals to, the minus 30 goes this side to be 30 minus 6, which will just be 24. Okay, so it means my d will be 24. All right, let's look at C. So C is a similar situation. They're saying an individual has the probability of this. An individual has the probability of 0.1151 of losing at least E kgs after exercising. Find the value of E to one whole number. Okay, one whole number. All right, so one whole number, it means even here they were saying one whole number. So we can round off this. We can say this D will just be 20 because they said one whole number. Okay, so here now it is the probability, okay, that X of losing at least means greater than or equal to. So this will be greater than or equal to E is 0.1151. So this will be, if we turn it into Z score, Z less than or equal to E minus 30 over 5 is equals to 0.1151. So this is not less than, so we have to convert it. So this one here will be minus 1, the same as 1 minus the probability that Z is less than E minus 30 over 5 is equals to 0.1151. Okay, so this here will take this minus probability to this side, and then we'll take this, we'll bring it this side. Okay, so what we have there will be 1 minus this one when it goes that side to be 0, to be minus 0.1151, and then is equals to probability that Z is less than E minus 30 over 5. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, so let me write it here properly. So we have P less than E minus 30 over 5 equals to 1 minus this. Okay, so 1 minus 0.1151 is actually 0.8849. So now here we're just finding the probability that Z is less than this number, giving us this probability. So we go on the Z score to look for this probability here. Okay, so that is 0.8849. So we can't find it on this Z table for the negative values, okay? Because it's 0.88, it's big. So I will return to this table for positive values. So I have 0.8849. Okay, so 8849, is it here? Okay, yes, I can see it. So 8849 is there. Okay, that is 0.8849. So if I go this side, I'm finding 1.2. Here I'm finding 0, 0. So if I add them, I get 1.2. So it means E minus 30 over 5 is equals to 1.2. So this will just be what? To be E minus 30 is equals to 6, which will mean E is equals to 6 plus 30, which will just be 36. But they said one whole number. So I round this off, I get 40. Okay, so it means E will just be what? 40. Okay, and then D, it depends on C and B. The same, find the probability that the individual loses between D and E. So I'm going to use those values, the rounded off values that we found there, because they said one whole number. Okay, so I'm finding the probability, okay, that Z is between 20 and what? 40. So I have to change this to the Z score. Okay, in fact, here, this one has to be X first of all. And then now we can change it to the Z. So it will be 20 minus 30 over 5 less than X minus mean divided by standard deviation 40 minus 30 over 5. So this will be probability. Okay, 20 minus 30, it is minus 10, divided by 5 to be minus 2, less than z minus. So this one here will just be 10 divided by 2, which is 2. Okay. So when you simplify this, it's actually going to give you 2p z less than 2 minus 1. So we just have to find this probability here. All right. So I won't show the simplification there, so you can do it on your own. Okay. This one, we remember we said this part here is the same as p z less than 2, then minus p z less than minus 2. Okay. Then here we'll apply the symmetry to be z greater than 2. Okay. And then it become 1 minus p z less than 2. Okay. It's the one that is going to give you this. All right. So let's find the final answer then. So 2, and then what is the probability that z is less than 2? So I go here. What is the probability that z is less than 2? So the probability that z is less than 2, I just go to 2 on the column here. Okay, so on my column, 2 is here. So if z is less than 2, this it means it's 0. So I come down there, I go like this, I find this answer. So 0.9772. Okay, 0.9772. And then I have this minus 1. Okay, so let's multiply from 2 and this. So 2 multiplied by 0 0.99, 0.9772. Okay, so that one is giving me 1.9544 minus 1, which will be equals to 1.9544 minus 1 will just be 0.9544. So this one here is our final answer, and we are done with question 3.